bitches.
That's right, it's Pump It Up time with your fucking host from Canada, Captain Canada with the Captain America t-shirt on. Some people say that they're really the same caricature, but one has the C for Canada, but actually they're not the same. But a lot of spoofs are done with Captain America and Captain Canada. So Captain Canada was not very fucking popular, just so you know. Captain America is fucking popular, and I love Captain America. So we're starting off with some hammer curls here, seated. I like seated curls is this year's thing for me. I was never a big seated curl guy, but it's like part of my new routine. You know, for the last while, I like having that seated curl effect. I put the back slightly, on an angle there so that I get a good stretch on the biceps. And you guys know I love hammer curls. All right, what would a video be unless I sped up the in-betweens? I know you guys love that. All right, so the hammer curls, I'm loving seated hammer curls, kind of like Arnold curls, but, just hammer style. Getting a good pump, some vascularity going. Weird thing about my nighttime workout, I look a little leaner, and I think that's because I burned calories during the day, did my cardio, and then come back for my second workout. So, alright, so I'm not going to bitch too much about YouTube giving me like 30 different flags on my last video for content violations, but yeah, they did. So if I wasn't talking right now, this would be a fucking silent movie, and everybody knows that ain't going to happen because me not talking's like the fucking sun not coming up. I can go all day. That's what she said. Funny thing, I'm new to this gym, and me and Joe went over here, and there was about 8 people working out. We had to actually squeeze in here, and, I was thinking, well, this is cool. We can introduce ourselves to all the locals, the natives, And well, they started scattering kind of like cockroaches when you turn on a light. I don't know if it's me or the fact that we're using a camera, but it's actually a cell phone. It's not a big camera. It's kind of discreet. But everybody just fucking runs away from us at the gym. I'm thinking about changing deodorants. Not sure if that'll help. I swear to God, the gym was packed, and that area was packed when we walked in. There's a guy leaving behind me. But, yeah. And I'm going to be honest, I lost count of my sets and reps already. If I wanted to lie, I guess since I'm editing this right now, I could go back and count them, which I probably will just to keep you guys informed. But truthfully, I have no idea what set or what rep we're on. So, okay, this was the 4th set, and this is the final set of the seated hammers. We're just going to switch grips and do seated curls, very similar, but with the different grip, not the hammer grip. And we'll probably do like 4 sets of that. I'm really liking the feeling I'm getting at this workout. Nighttime workouts turn out pretty good. I know it's kind of bro science-y, but D.H. Kiefer was saying night workouts actually do better. Here's some bro fucking science for you. I was watching a video, and the guy in the video said that it really doesn't matter, how you train your muscle, the form or whatever, that when your muscle grows, it'll either get big and shape nice or it won't because of gravity. So form doesn't really matter, he said. I don't know, I call bullshit. I've always been a guy that's into form. So these, when you lean back, make sure you stretch your biceps out when they go down. And I guess his reasoning for that was genetics and gravity play the role. But I don't know. I think stretching your bicep out the fullest you can, gets the longest muscle and, makes it the biggest, fullest, roundest it could be. It's true, I've seen guys with really crappy bicep insertions, and I don't know why that is. It might be genetics. Maybe it's all in vain. Maybe no matter how you work out, you turn out a certain way. Pretty sure, though, if it is true, that nobody would want to hear it. And, if somebody told me, Jeff, no matter how hard you worked out, you could only get so big or you wouldn't get big, that would just piss me off, What the hell are people doing that shit for? I think that the mind is a powerful thing, and if you believe something to be true, you can make it happen. And I think that's why I have gained so much muscle in my life, and a lot of people haven't, is because they just really don't believe inside that they can. Look at the placebo effect. People can't explain that. 60% of people that believe they're on steroids and told they're on steroids, even if they're not, they're going to gain muscle and gain weight more than someone that's told they're not. So, to be honest, certain YouTube channels do piss me off when they're saying that without the use of steroids, you can't get as big as so-and-so, or, you can't achieve this, and they have shitty-ass bodies. I sit there and say, well, if you think you're on steroids, you could, so what if somebody just really believes inside that they can get big, and they're not being told no, they can't by certain naysayer motherfucks? That person would probably get pretty big. I never believed for a minute. I didn't know Arnold Schwarzenegger or Lou Ferrigno was on steroids when I was 15 and I started training. I was blown away. Always thought you could do that natural. And I think that explains a lot. There's people in this world that feel they can do anything, and then there's people in this world that make excuses for everything. What kind of person are you? Is what it comes down to. I'm the kind of person that, call me stupid, I'm still going to be lifting when I'm 65, if I can, physically. If there's a study out there that shows the cap for a human being on how much muscle he can attain naturally, I want to see it. I've never seen it. And I'm pretty sure the way medical science works out is they have a study, and then 10 or 15 or 20 years later they realize, wow, we fucked up on this study. We were all wrong. Not too long ago, people thought fats were bad for you, and carbs was the answer to health. How'd that work out? I guess I just want to get the point across that if you're a young guy and you want to work out and gain some muscle, you can do it. And if you're really disciplined and going to eat a lot and train hard, train properly, you can get a lot of muscle. It's not something you need steroids for. So, yeah, some of these channels on YouTube do piss me off. But that's just me. And it also goes the other way if you're a older guy and, you know, you're overweight, sedentary, with hard work and determination and the proper mindset, you can lose all that weight and look like a new person. And I'm living proof of that since I lost 133 pounds in less than a year. It didn't come easy. I had to diet. I had to work out. But it's something that can be done. And it doesn't take drugs. There's no pill that makes things happen for people. There's discipline. See the expression on my face? That means this is not easy. It's hard work. Doesn't come in a jar. Comes deep down inside you, and you have to pull it out. That's what she said. Oh, come on, you knew I was going there. That was a door I couldn't refuse opening. But yeah, so the good thing too, if you are like obese, you could be hiding a ton of muscle and nobody knows it, but you strip it down, and all those years you've been sitting there gaining muscle and nobody could see it, you know. So that fat has been nurturing your body. You strip it off, you may have some really good muscle size. I would know. But more than likely you're just fat. And we've been working already through 4 exercises when you think about it. We did the seated hammers, then we switched grips, and then we came over here and I did wide grip on the easy with the preacher, and I'm already on the close grip with the preacher. So see that kid behind me on the bench press? He's a young guy, you know. He's getting his swell on, working out. I did that when I was 15, 16. I remember those days. Even now, with all these injuries, I like these days better. So a quick little recap. I started off with 90 pounds, went up to 100 at one point, then I went back down to 80. For these close grips, I think I was playing with the 80 most of the time. And I don't have a spotter or anything like that, but as you can see, I don't take it easy on myself. I don't puss out. I fucking give it everything. That's all I have. And for this workout, it's going so good, I think it's enough. So anyways, okay, so we're doing a single preacher now with, I've got 35 pounds there. I'll go up to 40, I think. And then I'll go back down to 30 and possibly 25. I can't remember how I did this. But I do know one thing. My biceps got to that point of swell where I had the cross cramping. And I was definitely feeling it. As you can see the expression in my face, I pushed so hard, my wiener hurt. Not sure how long I'm going to be bulking for, but I know that it'd really be useless just to bulk up a little bit for a little bit of time and then cut back down, because I just won't gain the muscle that I want. I see a lot of guys are starting their cuts already, and I'm kind of just on my bulk phase. I guess it's the time of year everybody's starting to cut, so I'm just going to stay at like a clean bulk and not get too heavy, because let's face it, I do have to cut down sooner or later, and the heavier I am, the harder it'll be. But dieting's not my problem. And you may be asking, how do I expect to gain all this muscle naturally? Well, the fact is, I've been on a cut for about a year, and all the weight training that I did was to lose weight. Until about a month ago, I had not really lifted any heavy weights since I started training. I was doing all reps of 30 and 35. My arms shrank a lot, but I also, I lost 133 pounds. Don't think I didn't lose a lot of muscle. I did. So I'm fully expecting to gain a lot of muscle. And anyone that knows me knows I'm pretty stubborn. Even if you show me a tablet from God that says I'm not going to gain my arms up to 19 inches, I'm still going to try. And John Grimmick, I think that's how you said his name, he had 19 inches and he was totally natural. The guy that was beating Chris Reeves back in the day when there was all natural bodybuilders. So yeah, you can gain some fucking muscle. But more importantly, if you had the muscle at one time, you have muscle memory. And regaining muscle is easier than gaining muscle. So that is my plan. We'll see how it goes. So this here is the last set of the dumbbells on the preacher curl. And after that, we're going to go into some hammer standing. And I'll be getting my swell on. Oh yeah. Holy fuck. Look at the veins on my forearms. I've got to be on some D-ball and other stuff. Alright, finally we're getting into some standing hammers, alternating. Nothing but good stuff here. It's funny, I had that injury with my arm at work, and I wasn't able to do hammer curls at all until, last week, really. And I'm hitting the hammers again. But I'm going to admit, guys, that arm is being stubborn. There's not a huge difference in the size between my arms, but I can tell when I look at my own arms that it's just not quite the same as it used to be. And I think that's because I just couldn't use it. So I'm going to be hitting It's the arm with more tattoos on it. It's actually my left arm, which used to be my best arm. So I've got a lot of work to do this year. I've got to bring my left arm back up to where I want it. Like it's weird because it's as big as the right arm, but the peak just doesn't. It just isn't as impressive, you know. And I think it's because I have a bigger left tricep, so it evens it out. But yeah, so I'm going to be hitting the legs really hard this year, concentrating on getting my calves bigger and evening out, getting that left arm, left bicep, I better say that, left bicep peak, you know. And I believe it's the hammers that we're missing, and I believe it can totally be rebuilt. This here is my second last set, and I had an amazing bicep workout. As you can see, I'm pumped. You know what's weird is I didn't work out for the pump today, and I didn't go in with the attitude of the pump. I did carb up today. Had my oatmeal, my protein powder, had my gummy bears, my Reese's whatever candy bar, so that I could get as much protein squeezed in my muscles as possible. Maybe that helped. Okay, a quick rundown of what this workout consisted of for biceps. We did 2 seated exercises. One was hammers. The other one was like a normal Arnold type curl. Then we went over to the preacher, did close and wide grip. Then we went to the dumbbells instead of the barbell, and we did single. And then came over here and did hammer standing. That's pretty much the rundown of the workout for biceps, which is pretty much the smallest muscle gathering you have. And that is the workout. Oh, hey, you're still here? What the fuck? I'm in the change room. What do you think I'm doing? Oh, that's right. Gummy bears and protein shake. That's my stash. Don't fuck with my locker.
Let's do this.
Alright guys, this is the end of the video. I'm going to do some cardio. Why don't you get a fucking life?